We've done all we can to stabilize him, the doctor told her, but it looks like it's too late. I couldn't believe it. I was hours away from losing my leg to diabetes. I was 59 and had become a proud grandfather for the first time. I had plans to enjoy my retirement, to spend time with family and travel the world with my wife Linda. I couldn't do any of this with one leg. My life as I knew it would end in a blink of an eye. I'd be in a wheelchair at my son's wedding in a few months' time. I'd done everything my doctor told me to. And now, because I was one of the 30 million Americans with diabetes, this horrific disease was going to rob me of my retirement and put me in a wheelchair for life. Diabetes had devastated my body and made me a slave to my medication. The doctor made it clear that my leg needed to be sawn off and the surgical procedure was very risky. There could be complications. But what he said next was much worse. You fell into a hyperosmolar non-ketotic coma. Your blood sugar level was the highest I've ever seen here when the paramedics brought you in. It's only because of their quick response that you don't have brain damage. What he said next hit me like a ton of bricks. We have to be clear about one thing. Next time you won't be so lucky. And unless you fix your blood sugar, that time could be as soon as next week. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I lived to tell the tale. I reversed my type 2 diabetes and you can too. And it was all thanks to my adorable 4-year-old grandson Lucas. He saved my life. Back then, when I was lying in the hospital, about to have my leg amputated, I knew nothing about this deadly disease except to take my medication. Yet this brush with death was what forced me on the unlikely journey that reversed my type 2 diabetes and changed my life forever. Since that day, I've discovered the scientific proof that you can reverse your type 2 diabetes. In a moment you'll see the evidence with your own eyes. You can be sure it's not what you think. Forget what you've heard about diabetes when they told you it's caused by your genetics or your family history, your age, your weight, or even eating too much sugar or carbs. The truth, according to a breakthrough American study from the University of Utah, is that the cause of diabetes type 2 is a tiny lipid molecule that makes your fat cells go haywire. You're about to see exactly how to reverse your diabetes type 2, and when you see how these people reverse their type 2 diabetes, you'll wish you'd found out about it years ago. You don't know about this discovery that reverses diabetes because doctors won't talk about it. It's not new medication, it's not a supplement, it's not a crash diet, it's nothing like that. The simplicity of this solution will surprise you and maybe enrage you. Pay close attention and read this article until the end, because it will be taken down in days and you can't find this information anywhere else. The $325 billion diabetes industry is furious about it and is pressuring me with legal threats to remove it. The main reason to pay attention to everything I say is because what I am about to reveal will transform your entire life. Before we get to how you can reverse your diabetes type 2 for good, I have to reveal some critical information about diabetes that will shock you. Most people think nothing bad will happen to them if they have diabetes. They think they'll be fine if they take their medication. Nobody thinks they're going to have a limb amputated, drop into a diabetic coma, or go blind. But that's what this disease does to people like us. Most doctors don't tell their patients how deadly diabetes type 2 can be. They don't want to worry the public. But did you know a type 2 diabetic has a 1 in 6 chance of falling into a diabetic coma? And did you know that 1 in 4 diabetics have a limb amputated? How about losing your eyesight? Diabetic retinopathy is an eye disease that degenerates the sight of 40.3% of diabetics in the USA. More and more of us each day fall victim to the lies of the powerful diabetes industry, like I did. But even if losing your leg is horrific, it gets worse, because diabetes leads to blindness, heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, and even dementia. And diabetes increases women's chances of cancer by 27%, according to the medical journal Diabetologia. Can you imagine? High blood sugar is like pouring gasoline on fire as the death cells take over your body at a phenomenal rate. And it doesn't end there, because a study published in World Journal of Diabetes found that diabetes increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease by 65%. Some doctors are now calling Alzheimer's disease diabetes type 3. If you've been having trouble with your memory lately, it could be because diabetes is infecting your brain as well as your body. Today, people all over the world are using diabetes freedom to break free from diabetes type 2. This simple system is saving lives and transforming the happiness of entire families. I can't take the credit for the results you'll get because it would never have been possible without the help of Professor Freeman and my family who supported me. And if you're here now, then I believe you're ready to give it a try too. I want you to get the same life-changing results that I did. I want you to be part of this new wave of folks who are reversing their diabetes type 2 and adding decades to their lives. I want you to be free of type 2 diabetes. So first let me show you what's inside. We divided the system into the 3 clear steps that will restart your pancreas function, fix your blood sugar levels, melt fat from your body and help you either hugely reduce or eliminate any need for medication. You can get Diabetes Freedom link with 50% discount available in description.